So welcome to all of you Shiksha 360, and today basically this is the MCQ session series, and today basically we have to discuss set number 3. Clear? Set number 3 is basically belongs from the chapter number 13 of the ABM. Clear? Chapter number 13 of the ABM, that is sampling methods. Clear? So basically sampling methods. So basically in this session, clear? In this session basically we have to discuss some theory based questions, conceptual question, and some numerical based question. Clear? Basically both types of questions basically we have to discuss in this session. Clear? So let's start first of all with the first question on your screens now, and this question is basically belong from the probability. Clear? In the examination basically you will also get many questions on the basis of the probability. Clear? Like basically we can say not many questions, basically you will get questions on the basis of the probability in the examination also. Clear? Like basically either sometimes basically case study will be asked on the basis of probability, or basically 1 or 2 mark question basically will be asked. Clear? Either 1 question or 2 question, clear, basically will be asked on the basis of the probability. Clear? On the basis of the probability. So please try to solve the question and answer the question. So let's start our discussion. Question number 31. So basically 2 balls are selected. Clear? Basically 2 balls are selected basically at random from a bag. Clear? Basically 2 balls, basically we have to select how many balls? Basically 2 balls are selected basically at random basically from a bag basically with 3 red balls. Clear? Basically in a bag, basically how many red balls basically we have? 3 red balls. Clear? Basically in a bag basically how many red balls? Basically we have 3 red balls and 2 yellow balls. And 2 yellow balls. So find the probability that both are red. So basically we have to find the probability basically both have to be red. So basically total how many balls basically we have? Total balls basically we have 5. So basically both the balls are to be red. Clear? So basically what is the probability that the first ball is to be red? First ball is to be red. Basically out of 3, basically we have to select 1 red ball out of the 3, basically out of the total balls. Clear? So 3 by 5. And so basically now basically we have left total balls 4 and red balls 2. Clear? So what is the probability that the second ball is also red? Basically 2 red balls, and out basically from how many balls basically we have to select 4. Clear? So basically 2 by 4. Clear? 3 by 5 into 2 by 4. Clear? So that are basically responding basically with respect to the without replacement. Clear? Basically without replacement. Otherwise basically specifically they are mentioning that. Clear? Otherwise specifically they are mentioning that basically either it is basically with respect to with the replacement or without replacement. Clear? So basically this is basically without replacement. So basically 2 balls are selected at random basically from a bag with the 3 red balls and 2 yellow balls. Clear? So basically how many total balls are there? It's to be 5. So basically total red balls are basically 3. So basically for first red ball, clear, basically we have how many, what is the probability? That is 3 by 5. And for selecting the second ball, that is 2 by 4. Clear? So basically we will get answer 6 by 20 or 3 by 10. So this is our answer. Clear? This is our answer. So option number D is the answer here. Clear? Option number D is the answer here. So hope this question is clear to all of you. If anyone has any doubt, any query regarding this question, please ask. Clear? Just you have to simple use the criteria. Basically what they are asking here. Clear? Basically what they are asking here. Clear? Here just they are asking basically that the both balls are to be red. Clear? So this is the first ball. This is the second ball. Now move to the next question. Question number 32. So I request to all of you, please go through the question and answer the question carefully. A researcher divides the population. Clear? Basically a researcher divides the population basically of product users into 3 groups. Clear? Based on the degree of use. Clear? Based on the degree of use. Clear? Basically like basically we can say some person are using Apple phone, some are using Samsung, and some are using basically we can say that OnePlus. So basically it's researcher. Clear? Basically all are earlier present in this block. Clear? Now basically Apple users basically they have to put it here, Samsung user basically they have to put it here, and OnePlus user basically they have to put it here. Clear? So a researcher divides the population of product user basically into 3 groups based on the degree of use. Clear? Based on the degree of use. So if the researcher then draws a random sample from each user group independently. So basically what the researcher created here. Clear? Basically what the researcher created here. Random stratified, judgment, or group data. Clear? So what the researcher created here? Random sampling, stratified sampling, judgmental sampling, or group data? Please tell fast what is the answer. Clear? So basically here in this group, all are basically same user. In this group, basically all are same user. In this group, basically all are same user. Clear? So basically in our session, clear, basically in our part 2, basically when we have discussed the stratified sampling, clear, basically all blue are in one group, all red are in one group. Clear? So basically within the group, all are basically same, or basically up to a level same. Clear? But outer, or basically if we will check both the groups, clear, this one is different, this one is different. Clear? So what is the answer here? Clear? Researcher divides the population of product users into the 3 groups based on the degree of use. Clear? Based on the degree of use. Clear? So that is basically known as stratified sampling. Clear? That is basically known as stratified sampling. Clear? That is basically known as the stratified sampling. Clear? Hope this question is clear to all of you. Clear? That is basically known as the stratified sampling. Now move to the next question, question number 33. This question also based on the probability. So basically 2 balls are selected at random from a bag. Clear? Basically we have to select 2 balls at random from a bag. Basically how many red balls are there? Basically 3 red balls and 2 yellow balls are there. Total balls 5. So what, find the probability that the second ball is red. Clear? Basically we have to find the probability that the second ball is red, basically given that the first ball is already red. Clear? Basically we have to find the probability that the second ball is red given that the first ball is red. Clear? Basically given that the first ball is red. Clear? So basically if they have already given, clear, basically if they have already given that is the first ball is red. Clear? That is the first ball is red. So basically how many red balls? Basically we have left 2 red balls, and total balls basically we have left 4. Clear? Because 1 red ball is already selected. Clear? They have already given that the first ball is red. Clear? So basically what is the probability that the second ball is red? Clear? So basically how many red balls? Basically we have left 2. Total balls basically we have left 4. Clear? So this is the probability, that is 1 by 2. Clear? That is 1 by 2. So this one is our answer. Clear? So this one is our answer. Clear? Hope this question is clear to all of you. Just you have to understand the concept. Clear? Just you have to understand the concept. These questions are very easy. Clear? Basically these questions are very easy. If you are understand the concept, you can easily attempt all these questions. Clear? Now move to the next question, question number 34. So please try to answer the question. What the question says that a population is made up of groups. Clear? Basically a population is made up of groups basically that have wide variation. Clear? That have wide variation between the groups. Clear? Like basically we can say that there are 3 groups, G1, G2, G3. Clear? There is wide variation between all the groups. Clear? Basically there is a wide variation between all the groups, but little variation between the group. Clear? But little variation basically within the group. Like here basically we can say that all are blue color t-shirt, all are red color t-shirt, all are green color t-shirt. Clear? So basically there is a wide variation. Clear? This is totally blue, this is totally red, this is totally green. But under the blue, clear, some are dark blue, some are light blue. Clear? Basically very little variation. Clear? Very little variation within the group. Clear? Very little variation within the group. So basically this is what type of sampling? Stratified sampling, systematic sampling, cluster sampling, or judgmental sampling. Clear? So the correct answer here is to be stratified sampling. Clear? The correct answer here is to be stratified sampling. Clear? Stratified sampling. Clear? Because that has wide variation basically within the group. Clear? That has wide variation within the group. Clear? And in the case of cluster sampling, there is not as any such, clear, that is wide variation between the group. Clear? Because red color blue color, red color, green color, all are in the groups. Clear? All are in the groups. Clear? Under the cluster sampling. So this one is the stratified sampling. Clear? So this one is the stratified sampling. Clear? Hope this point is clear to all of you. Please ask if you have any doubt, any query regarding this question. Please ask fast. all these points basically we have discussed in detail under the chapter 13 part 2. Clear? Part 2. Next question, question number 35. A simple random sample is a sample drawn in such a way that each member of the population has. A simple random sample is a sample. Clear? A simple random sample, basically it is a sample drawn in such a way that each member of the population has some chance? No. Clear? Under the simple random sample, basically each member of the population has equal chance of being included under the sample. Yes, this one is the correct answer. But we have to go through with the other option. Third one is 1% of chance being included under the sample. This one is not. None of the above. This one is also not. Clear? So option number B is the answer here. Clear? Option number B is the answer here. Clear? These types of question basically you will get in the examination. Clear? Straightforward question, but you have to understand the concept properly. Clear? These are straightforward question, but you have to understand the concept. Now move to the next question, question number 36, and I request to all of you, please go through the question properly. Clear? So basically under this question, as some students are issue, a population is basically made up of groups basically that has wide variation. Clear? So basically we will discuss once again, not an issue, later on. Clear? So question number 36. Clear? Question number 36. All of the following are correct statements. Clear? All of the following basically are correct statements about a sample except. Clear? They are saying that basically all of the following are correct statements. Clear? All of the following basically are correct statements about a sample. Clear? Basically all of the following are correct statements basically about a sample except. So basically we have to find that. Clear? In this question basically we have to find that which one of the following is not the correct answer. Clear? Basically we have to find that which one of the following basically is not the correct answer of the question. Clear? Which one of the following is not the correct answer. Clear? So basically all of the following are correct. Clear? So basically here a sample should be representative of the population. Clear? A sample should be representative of the population. This one is correct. Second one is basically a sample should be unbiased. This one is also correct. A sample is used to estimate the characteristics of the population. This one is also correct. Last one is basically a sample includes all the possible items. Not. Clear? This one is not the correct. Clear? This one is not the correct. Clear? Basically in sample, it does not include all the possible items. Clear? It does not include all the possible items. Clear? A sample does not include all the possible items. Clear? So the answer here is option number D. Clear? The answer here is option number D. Now move to the question number 37. Clear? Now move to the question 37. Clear? So basically which of the following or which two sampling techniques employs subpopulations basically as a component of the selection criteria? Clear? Basically which two sampling techniques employ subpopulation as a component of the selection criteria? Simple random and systematic sampling, systematic and stratified sampling, stratified and cluster sampling, quota and cluster sampling. Clear? Quota and cluster sampling. Clear? So basically this question is for all of you for the practice purpose. Please go through the question and answer the question. Clear? Basically we will discuss in the next session regarding this question. Clear? So this one is the practice purpose. Clear? So basically which two sampling techniques basically employ subpopulation basically as a component of the selection criteria? Now move to the question number 38. Clear? Now move to the question number 38. Direct same example basically we have discussed in our session. Clear? Regarding that. At that time also basically I will say that please remember these examples. Clear? Please remember these examples because in the examination basically they will directly ask these types of examples. So basically what they are trying to say here is survey basically that uses a sample of city blocks. Clear? Basically a survey that uses a sample of city blocks from a map as a way of sampling city residents basically is based on the dash sampling technique, cluster sampling technique, quota sampling technique, quota or stratified or systematically. So the correct answer here is basically a survey that uses a sample of city blocks. Clear? Basically that uses a sample of city blocks So basically, if you go through the session, basically we have directly discussed this example. Basically, from a map as a view of sampling city is based on the basically cluster sampling technique. Clear? Basically, is based on the cluster sampling technique. Clear? Cluster sampling technique. Clear? Cluster. Clear? Basically, it is based on the cluster sampling technique. Clear? So under the cluster sampling technique, basically, please remember that definition. Like in the city, clear? Basically, they have different blocks. Clear? So under that specific block, basically, we have senior citizens also, we have adults also, and we have children also. Clear? We have children also. Clear? Same in the other block. Clear? Same in the other block. But at some places, basically, there are more senior citizens, there are more adults, or basically there are less children. Clear? It depends upon case to case. But in each block, clear, all these entities are to be present. Clear? All these entities are to be present. So the correct answer is the cluster. Clear? That is cluster sampling technique. Now next one, again, basically we have to move towards the probability. Clear? So basically 3 unbiased coins are tossed. Clear? Basically 3 unbiased coins are tossed. So what is the probability of obtaining all heads? Clear? What is the probability of obtaining all heads? Clear? So basically we have 3 coins. Coin 1, coin 2, coin 3. So either basically here, basically we will get head, or basically we will get tail. In this also, either basically we will get head, or basically we will get tail. In this also, basically either basically we will get head, or basically we will get tail. Clear? So what is the probability of obtaining all that? Clear? So basically on first coin, basically we will get head. On second coin, basically we will get head. On third coin, basically we will get head. So what is the probability basically under the first coin, basically to get head? 1/2. In the second coin also, basically what is the probability? That is 1/2. And in the third case also, basically what is the probability of getting head? That is 1/2. Clear? So total is basically what is the probability of obtaining all heads? That is 1/8. Clear? That is 1/8. Clear? So option number A is the answer here. Clear? Option number A is the answer here. That is 1/8. Clear? Option number A is the answer here. That is 1/8. Clear? So this one is the answer here. Clear? 1/8 is the answer here. Clear? What is the probability of obtaining all the heads? That is 1/8. Clear? That is 1/8. Now move to the question number 40th. Clear? Now move to the question number 40th. And I request to all of you, please try to solve this question. Very easy question. So what they are saying that if the sample size is a system, clear? If the sample size is a system and the standard deviation is 100. Clear? If the sample size and here is given system, sigma here given is 100. Clear? And standard deviation is 100. So what will be the standard error of the mean? Clear? So what will be the standard error of the mean? So first of all, basically what is the formula of the standard error of mean? Standard error of mean. Clear? So what is the formula here? That is sigma upon root n. Clear? Sigma upon root n. Sigma here standard deviation, n is basically sample size. So sigma here, what they have given the sigma here, that is 100. And sample size basically they have given 16. Clear? So under root of 16. So 100 upon 4. So the answer here is to be 25. Clear? The answer here is to be 25. Clear? So this one is the answer here. Clear? So this one is the answer here. Clear? So basically while doing the practicing, clear? Basically you are able to remember all these formulas. Clear? All these formulas. Clear? So basically here what they have given, if the sample size is 16 and the standard deviation is 100. Clear? And the standard deviation is 100. So what will be the standard error of the mean? Clear? So what will be the standard error of the mean? Clear? So the standard error of the mean here basically sigma upon under root n. Clear? Sigma here basically they have given standard deviation is 100, and here basically they have given 16. Clear? So under root n basically under root 16, that is 4. Clear? So 100 upon 4 is equal to 25. Clear? So 25 is the answer here. That is option number B. Now move towards the question number 41. Clear? Now move towards the question number 41. So basically in a random sample, clear? Basically in a random sample of 1000 students, clear? Basically in a random sample of 1000 students, clear? Basically P here that is given 0.80. Clear? P is 0.80 were in the favor of longer hours basically at the school library. Clear? So basically they are in the favor. Basically that is basically in the favor of longer hours basically at the school library. Clear? At the school library. So what is the standard error of this one? Clear? What is the standard error of P cap? Basically we can say that. Clear? What is the standard error of P cap? Clear? So basically here they have given P cap is 0.80, and what is the standard error of P cap? That is the sample proportion. Clear? So basically what this type of question basically they will ask. So standard error here basically how we can calculate? Standard error is equal to under root of P into 1 minus P. Clear? P into 1 minus P by N. Clear? Basically P into 1 minus P divided by N. Clear? Divide by N. Clear? So basically in that way basically we are able to get the answer. Clear? Basically in this way basically we are able to get the answer. Clear? Divide by N. So what is the value of P here? That is 0.80 into 1 minus 0.80 upon N is equal to 1000. Take square root of that. So basically when we are doing this one, 0.80 into 0.20 upon 1000. And basically when we solve this one on the calculator, basically what we will get here basically 0.1265. Clear? 0.01265. Clear? Basically we will get here basically actual basically we will get 649. Clear? So basically we will take it as 0.01265. Clear? So basically here basically when we are checking the option, only one option that is A, that is basically 0.013. Clear? That is 0.013. Clear? Basically which is approximately we can say that is equal to 0.012649. Clear? So basically we will get this one answer. Clear? Basically we will get this one answer. Clear? So just you have to remember that. Clear? So in a random sample, basically there they have given basically a number of students, and that is some are basically in the favor of that, and basically rest are basically not in the favor of that. Clear? And the rest are basically not in the favor of that. Clear? So basically we can say that basically that is basically we will treat it P, and 1 minus P basically we are treated it as Q. Clear? As Q also. Clear? That is basically they are not under the favor of this thing. Clear? Basically that are basically those persons which are not under the favor of that. Clear? Basically which are not under the favor of that. Clear? So basically you have to remember that basically how to calculate the standard error basically in these types of question. Clear? Basically how to calculate the standard error basically in these types of question, and this one is the correct answer. Now move to the question number 42. Clear? Now move to the question number 42. This point basically we have already discussed in the chapter 13 part 2 at least 4 to 5 times. So basically while using the stratified sampling, clear? Basically while using the stratified sampling, the groups we form are, clear? While using the stratified sampling, clear? So basically what type of groups basically we form? Heterogeneous, homogeneous, equal or unequal. Clear? So while using the stratified sampling, the groups basically we form are homogeneous. Clear? The groups basically we form are homogeneous. Clear? The groups basically we form are homogeneous. Clear? So this one is our answer. This one is our answer. Now question number 43. Please understand the question very carefully. Please understand the question very carefully. What they are saying that we have 18 well-defined groups. Clear? Basically we have 18 well-defined groups. Within each group there is a considerable variation. Clear? Basically within each group basically what they are saying that basically there is a considerable variation, but groups are essentially similar to each other. Clear? Basically but groups are essentially similar to each other. Clear? So basically what they are saying that basically we have 18 well-defined groups. Clear? Basically we have 18 well-defined groups. Within each group there is a considerable variation. Clear? Basically within each group there is a considerable variation but groups are essentially similar to each other. Clear? Basically but groups are essentially similar to each other. Clear? Like we can say that basically in each group basically some basically we have blue color person, some basically we have red color dress person, some are green color person. Similarly in the other also. Clear? We have blue color person, second are basically red color persons, and third one is the green color persons. Clear? In the group. Clear? So this one is the group 1, this one is the group 2. Clear? Similarly basically we have total 18 well-defined groups. Basically within each group there is a considerable variation. Yes, this one is also, this one is blue, this one is red, this one is green. Similarly in the group 2 some are blue. Clear? Basically we can say basically 2 persons have blue color dress, 3 persons have basically green color dress. Clear? But groups are essentially similar to each other. Clear? Because all are basically similar basically in what way? Clear? Essentially similar to each other. Basically what it means that basically In all groups, basically we have blue color dressed person, a red color dressed person, and green color dressed person. Clear? So what will be the answer here? Clear? So what will be the answer? That is the cluster sampling. Clear? So cluster sampling is the answer here. Clear? Cluster sampling is the answer here. Clear? Cluster sampling is the answer here. Hope this point is clear to all of you. Clear? I request to all of you, please go through the video once again. Basically, who have doubt in these points. Clear? Who have doubt in these points? Very easy point. Just understand the example. Clear? Just remember the example and try to frame the example basically or in your mind. Clear? Basically in your mind while answering the question. Clear? Basically while answering the question. Now move toward the last question of our today's session. So basically in a sample of 25 observations. Clear? Basically in a sample of 25 observations from a normal distribution. Clear? Basically in a sample of 25 observations from a normal distribution. Basically with the mean. Clear? Basically they have given the mean, that is mu 98.6, n is equal to 25, that is number of observations, and standard deviation. Clear? Sigma here basically they have given 17.2. Now what is this one? Basically they have given where that is basically between the range of 92 to 102. Clear? 92 to 102. Clear? So basically they have given some range. Clear? They have given some range. Clear? Basically we have already discussed this one. So basically they have given some range. Clear? That is basically we have to find between that. Clear? Basically we have to find between that. Clear? Basically 92 to 102. Clear? So basically what is the formula applied here? Basically z is equal to 1 by sigma x bar into x bar minus mu. Clear? Into x bar minus mu. Clear? So basically what they have given, that is x bar. Clear? Basically x bar basically from 92 to 102. Clear? So basically in one case basically we will take it as a 92, and in the another case basically we will take it as a 102. Clear? So here mu here basically we have already 98.6, but we will know basically what is sigma x bar. So how we can calculate sigma x bar is equal to sigma upon root n. Sigma here is equal to 17.2 root 25. So 17.2 upon 5. This is the probability. Clear? Basically which we have to find that. Clear? P stands for the probability. Clear? If anyone has doubt. 17.2 divided by 5. Clear? 17.2 divided by 5. Basically which we will get here 3.44. Clear? 3.44. Clear? Basically which we will get here 3.44. Clear? So let's put the value here. Clear? So let's put the value here basically in the formula. Clear? So let's put the value here basically in the formula. So P here is equal to 92 minus 98.6 upon sigma x bar, that is 3.44. Here basically we can say that basically 102 minus 98.6 upon 3.44. So basically when we are going to calculate this one, clear? Basically when we are going to calculate this one, what basically we will get here? Clear? Basically here basically we will get here P is equal to minus 1.918. Clear? Minus 1.918. Clear? Basically what basically we have to round it after basically up to 2 decimal. So basically we will take it 1.92, and here 102 minus 98.6 divided by 3.4. Divided by 3.4. Clear? Divide by 3.4. Clear? So basically here approximately we will get it as 1. Clear? Basically here approximately basically we will get it as a 1. Clear? Basically we will get it as a 1. Clear? Here approximately we will get it as 1. Clear? But in the probability table basically we will see that. Clear? Basically either basically we will take 1.0, or basically generally basically in these types of cases. Clear? Basically here basically we will not take as 1, or basically we will take 0.99. Clear? We will take 0.99. Clear? In some cases basically we will take 0.99, or basically in some cases basically we will take 1. Clear? Depending upon the options given as there. Clear? Depending upon the options given as there. Clear? Because this is basically little bit less than 102. Clear? This is little bit less than 102. Clear? So basically that's why basically we will take as 0.99. Clear? So let's write it like this way. Clear? So basically what is the value at P 1.92? Clear? Ignore the minus and basically P 1.92. Clear? So basically this value basically we will get from the probability table. So basically 1.92. Clear? Basically how we can calculate? First of all, basically we have to find that 1.9. And here basically we have to find out 0.02. Clear? So 1.9.02. So this one is our answer. 0.4726. Clear? So basically here basically we will write 0.4726 plus 0.99. Clear? Basically 0.99. 9 and 9. 0.3389. Clear? 0.3389. Clear? This one is 0.9. 0.09. Clear? So basically it leads to 0.99. So basically here basically we will go with the 0.3389. Clear? 0.3389. Okay. So basically when we are trying to solve this one, 0.4726 plus 0.3389. Clear? Plus 0.3389. So basically we will get 0.8115. Clear? 0.8115. Basically this one is our answer. Clear? This one is our answer. Clear? This one is our answer here. Clear? So just basically you have to remember here. Clear? Just basically you have to remember here basically how to solve the question. Clear? Basically how to solve the question. Clear? If you are able to remember all these points, you are able to answer the question. Clear? So basically, even if basically we will take here it as 1. Clear? If basically we will take it here as 1. So basically what is the answer? 0.4726 plus. So basically it comes out to basically 1.00. So basically we will take 0.3413. Clear? 0.3413. Clear? So basically when we are doing this one, clear? Basically we will get 0.8139. Clear? 0.8139 basically which is not in the answers. Clear? So generally take little bit less value. Clear? Generally take a little bit less value. Clear? Or basically we have to go with the options. Clear? Basically we have to go with the options also. Clear? So basically while doing the practices, basically you are able to understand all these things. Clear? You are able to understand all these things. Clear? Because here they have given basically x for little bit less than or basically less than 102. Clear? So basically on the basis of that, basically just basically we will take the value here 0.99. Clear? 0.99. Okay. So basically if any student basically has issue in that, like basically they have given at 1.64. Clear? If we are getting the value like that 1.64. Clear? So what is the value of that in the probability table? Clear? What is the value of 1.64 in the probability table? Clear? Basically we have to find that 1.64. So 1.6 basically from that. Clear? First of all, basically we will find that 1.6. 1.6 is that one. Now basically we have to find that 0.04. Clear? 0.04. Clear? So basically we will check basically where they are crossing. This one is 0, 0, this one is 0, 1, this one is 0, 2, this one is 0, 3, and this one is 0, 4. Clear? So basically at that point basically they are crossing. So basically value of 1.64 is equal to 0.4495. Clear? 0.4495. Clear? So in this way basically you have to calculate the answer. Clear? You have to calculate the answer. And one thing I will tell you, basically in the examination, just basically they have given you the values. Clear? Of the probability. Clear? Not they have given the table, just they have given you the value which is required in the question. Clear? Basically which is required in the question. Clear? So you have to go through that values. Clear? No need to understand or basically no need to cram. Clear? You have to just understand basically how we have to answer the question, but no need to cram this probability table. Clear? No need to cram this probability table. Clear? So in this session basically we have to discuss up to this much point. Clear? So I request to all of you, please go through the questions once again so that you are able to understand all the points properly. Clear? All the points properly. Clear? So thanks to all of you for attending this session.